This is our first look at the Vivo X60, which is pretty exciting because they have this new partnership with Zeiss. Now, what does this mean for their new phones? Let's find out. Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. The Vivo X60 is sort of the baby of that new X60 line, which everyone's been buzzing about. I'm excited, you're excited, so let's get to unboxing. And in this video, we're also going to be doing a quick camera tour and some sample shots. Let's get to it. This is one big and special looking box. Let's take out the plastic to fully appreciate this. So we have that X60 branding over here. It's a little bit hollow. It says co-engineered with Zeiss. So I'm pretty excited about that because that's supposed to be good cameras. We have minimal Vivo branding on the sides. At the back of this thing, it tells me that I have the shimmer blue version. I'm excited. Ooh, that looks legit. So we have the phone here. Really nice touch on the sides there. Now before we go to the phone, let's see what else is in the box, because this is a very unique box. We have a thin case over here that almost feels like nothing. SIM tool, and then paperwork. Power cord, that's a USB-C, power brick, and then we have some earbuds with an audio jack, those extra tiny little bud things in different sizes, and finally, an audio dongle. Now, let's move on to the actual phone. So the packaging tells us that up top there's a proximity sensor and an ambient light sensor. At the bottom, that's a fingerprint sensor. Let's take that. Ooh, that's pretty. Wow! So Vivo has been coming up with beautifully colored phone, and this isn't an exception. Of course, the Vivo V20 in pink and purple is still my favorite, but this is a very pretty blue. Up top, it does say professional photography. There's one sleek looking and feeling phone. On the side, we have a volume rocker and a power button. At the bottom, speakers, USB-C port, and a SIM tray. That is a dual SIM setup. So this phone actually feels very sleek because of the curved back, but that is a flat display. Powering it up, and in the meantime, you know what's coming? A montage. Right, here we go, a quick camera tour, and look, those are really nice always on display animations. Wait, let me show. Ooh, see, face unlock. Wait, let me show you. Stop unlocking. Let me cover my face. There you go. Fingerprint unlock. Let's get to the camera tour. Now this is pretty exciting because again, this is a Zeiss powered camera, and honestly, I'm pretty excited to see how that will work out. So under photo, we have wide. Ooh, 1x. 2x, whoa, 20x, look at that. And then here we have filters, a number of different ones. Ooh, what is this light effect? That's pretty cool. Adjustable too, different light effects. And as you can see, like, this is a portrait mode because my background has been blurred. And then up here we have flash settings, HDR settings, what's this? AI scene optimization. We have micro mode, I'm thinking. So, ooh, you can do auto turn on, turn off. Interesting. And then up here, you have framing lines, countdown, frame, and under settings. What? You can remove moles? And there is a toggle for male-friendly makeup, which is nice because the beauty mode is usually tweaked for women, so that's cool. Now, I will say this as early as now, and this is a spiel I usually reserve for when we check out the beauty mode, but the beauty mode is cool to retouch yourself. There's nothing wrong with it as long as you use it to enhance the real you. Use it, enjoy it, but don't be ashamed of your flaws and imperfections. Everyone has them. Right, back to it. On the right, we have a video mode. So you have wide, 1x, 2x, 10x. Cool, cool, cool. And then flash, you have a standard stabilization mode, ultra stable mode. So this is ultra stable, standard stable, and OIS and EIS disabled. On the upper right side, we can see framing lines. You can choose the resolution. You can shoot up until 4K. You can choose the frame rate. Can you do 60 FPS 4K? Cool, 4K 60, this thing can do. Ooh, they have that movie mode as well now. Cinematic shot, as you can see, there is a stabilization mode on here. You can do wide, 1x, 2x up until, ooh, that's such a pretty phone, 10x. So those black bars make everything look so cinematic. This is the aspect ratio we usually think of when we think movies. There are different filters as well. And then under more, you have a 48 megapixel shooter. You have a panorama mode, a live photo mode, slow-mo, and you can do 1x, 2x up until, well, 2x. Is there a wide? No wide. And this can shoot in 1080p. 240 FPS. You have a time-lapse mode and you can do auto up until 960x. That's for, it says here, moving stars in the night sky. So that's nice. It gives you sort of a cheat sheet on what speed to use for certain things. It can do wide, 1x, 2x up until 10x. And then there's the Pro mode, which is pretty cool. You have all the different settings. You can use the different cameras on the back, so that's for taking a photo. And yes, you can shoot raw. You also have AR stickers, which are the cutest thing. So zooming in, look at my face, look at those. And then this can zoom up until 10x. No wide though. And then you can choose from a number of different stickers here. We also have a super moon mode. So there's a circle. I am perfectly in that circle right now. But there's a circle and that's where the moon should be, which is pretty cool. Oh, you can't zoom in this mode. Ah, so their super moon mode is not really for zooming. It's more of getting that optimized moon scene. Although as you can see, like, it looks from the sample that it is a little zoomed. So there is a dock scanner, always useful. What is this astro mode? Ooh, it's to get really nice nighttime star photos. So this one needs a tripod. Maybe we'll try this later on. Let me know if you want me to try out all these cool features. There's also a Pro Sports mode. What does this do? There's a filter down here. So I'm assuming this is like a fast shutter so that you get like really nice action shots. And then there's long exposure, which is on the other hand a really slow shutter, so you get photos like that. Here it gives you different modes like flow of traffic, night graffiti, waterfalls, which again is always useful so that you know which mode to use for certain things. And then up here you have style. Ooh, so there are also filters. It says here it's advised to use a tripod. That is a good tip for slow shutter photos. And then, I like that. You can also record shooting process. I like this long exposure mode. It seems pretty cool and no other phone, I think, as far as I remember, offers like it recording the actual process of recording that long exposure photo, which I have on occasion tried to shoot because it's pretty cool trying to see everything light up and the picture coming together. Right, let's move on to the other side. Portrait photo. There are instructions on how to do it, and it says that the newly added portrait style co-designed with Zeiss, taking great shots is now easier than ever. Okay, I'm really excited to do this because look at that bokeh. So this is the standard, this is the portrait. So this mode is actually the highlight of this phone. You can do 1x, 2x, and then you have different styles. Ooh, that's nice. These are nice filters. And then you have actual filters different from the styles. You can toggle intensity, and there is a light effect, which is sort of like a portrait mode and different effects for the portrait mode. From here you can also do a very detailed beauty mode. So as you can see, that skin tone, whitening, thin face. Okay, no whitening, but you get the idea. Very detailed. And there is of course the pose mode, which is basically, let me show you. As you can see, there is now an outline for this specific pose. So this mode just shows you how to pose. It's pretty cool and it's real fun. You can also switch bokeh settings here, of course. So You can tap to disable bokeh, you can turn it on, and then, so it says poor and then excellent. Ah, so excellent means there is a good bokeh, poor means no bokeh. Ah, I love this. Okay, hearts, stars, butterflies. So basically when there are like lights, little tiny lights, or objects that are like a little circular in your background, it'll turn it into hearts or stars or butterflies or cherry blossoms. This is real fun once you actually shoot with it. And yeah, I will try shooting with this phone, so stay tuned. That's gonna be on the next video. So if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell button. Huh, nice segue. Right, up here we have HDR, you have AI, and other settings. On the leftmost side, you then have the night mode, which allows for wide, 1x, 2x, and up until 20x. And then down here you have different filters, and as you may have noticed, the filters are different depending on the night mode. So these, I am thinking, are filters that would work well for night mode shots. And then you have a tripod mode over here, and then what's this? Ooh, pano night mode. Really nice for sceneries. And then up here you have the different settings. Now, selfie time. Ooh, look, this. Okay, Vivos have really nice beauty modes, and they have very dedicated makeup modes, but we'll get to that in a hot second. Yeah, so there is that beauty mode again, and this is on night mode, mind you. You have fill light options, and then different settings. Under portrait, did you see that? So let's do that again. Since we're on selfie mode, when I switch to any mode, it sort of shows you where the camera is, so you know where to look. I like that tiny detail. Here we have fill light options, HDR options, and then bottom right you have different styles. This is what I love about Vivo phones. As you can see, I now have a number of different makeup modes, and they look good. And I mean, when you take these selfie shots, you don't really notice that they're just a filter. It's as if you're wearing the makeup. And if you're not convinced, know that you can actually toggle settings. And the best way to use this is to use like as little as possible. Like, it's amazing. And then you can also change the intensity of the makeup, just the makeup on that filter. Then have your beauty mode again, and just the makeup modes. Oh my god. And look, you can toggle as little as like your eyebrows, your blusher, your eye makeup. Okay, again, I have to admit, this is something that I have now been only seeing on Vivo phones, built-in makeup filters. I mean, I've seen this on other phones before, but Vivo keeps on doing it and doing it well, and I love them. Gotta give them props for that. Look at that. I mean, okay, I toggled it up just so you can see the difference, but like, yeah, these are honestly pretty useful. And again, I will have a different video actually trying out the cameras and taking photos, so stay tuned for that. You then have the bokeh mode. You can turn on and off. It toggles from poor to excellent, which still sort of makes me want to chuckle. And then you have flash settings, HDR. You have countdown settings, and I want to check this out. Shutter. Yes, you can do touch shutter, voice shutter, or my favorite, and you guys know this if you've seen my videos, palm shutter, the best way to take remote selfies. And then we have the photo mode. As you can see, that animation again. Flash settings, HDR. We have different filters and light effects. And then selfie video. Now, you can do live beauty mode on video. You can do filters on video, and you can shoot in 1080p. And then we go to more, which is something we've checked out already. So, time for some sample shots. That was our first look at the new Vivo X60. Wasn't really planning on shooting this video, but I got really excited about the possibilities that this new Zeiss partnership brings. Aside from coming up with really pretty devices, a partnership with an established imaging and photography brand has been known to be a sure formula for success. Of course, that remains to be seen, and I will need more time with this phone to see just how well these cameras perform. I will have a video though testing them out, so let me know what you'd want to see in that vid. As of now though, it's looking very promising, and by virtue of that partnership alone is enough to get people intrigued. Right, that's it for today. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's LAZADA _ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Until next time!